Hey, what's up? Today I just wanted to share with you guys my shaving ritual with my double-edged safety razor. And I use a Edwin Jagger Kelvin model that I picked up from Amazon for I think like 20 or 30 bucks. Really great design. It's got this knurling or this special grip here that I like to use. Comes with a pack of Derby starter razors, which I really like, razor blades. Actually, my first safety razor, I'm going to just show you anyways. I don't use this anymore, but this is the D89BL. I bought it because I thought it looked cool, really nice and shiny, but the problem was when I got a little soap and water on it, it slipped right in my hand, and that's actually quite dangerous because it's a razor blade slipping out of your hand. And so I stopped using it. It's more for decoration now. I'm just going to go through some of the products I use. The first thing I typically use is a face buff. So this is actually an exfoliating face buff cleanser. It's got vitamin C and menthol in it. What I love about this Jack Black product is it's got nice little crystals that help scrub away all the dead skin and soften the beard. And also with the menthol, it leaves a nice cool feeling to the face. And I usually do this in the shower before I shave. Now for today, I'm going to be shaving I think this is about 4 days, or 4, maybe 5 days of beard growth. So if you see really closely, it's medium length. It's hard to use an electric shaver like this. This was in another review I did. This is a synchro shaver. So it's good for 1, 2, or 3 day growth, but anything after that, I usually go with a safety razor. Really quickly, the reasons why I like safety razor shaving is number one, for longer growths, nothing beats it. It just cuts all the beard and the hair off really easily. Number two, it's cost effective. It's economical. Everyone talks about how cheap the blades are. They're like 20 cents and you change it every 4 or 5 uses. And that's great. And the third reason why I like safety razor shaving is because it's fun. It's cool. I like using the lather, building up the soap, and the whole ordeal. It's a nice little pampering. I think one of the few things that guys can pamper themselves with. So, all right, I'm going to start off with the exfoliation. Like I said, I usually do this in the shower, but for this demonstration purpose, I will do it here in my sink. I usually first just work it into the beard so it softens it up. You see that? And then I'll apply some of it here. All right, nice and clean, okay? All right, next, and this is a big key piece, is Shave Secret. And I think this really is the secret to great shaving. This is just basically a little oil that you apply. Take a couple of drops here. So this oil basically helps you, avoid from getting cut and nicked, and it really helps it glide when your razor goes over it. So I know even women use this for their legs so they don't get these little nicks and cuts, but I really think that the oil is the key or the secret to good shave. So I really just work it in there. It's got also some menthol in it, so it's nice, cool feeling on the face. But I work it in and lather it in, as you can see. Not lather, but I work it in. Now I got a nice, layer of oil. Now I use a Badger brush, and this is called a Colonel. Simpson brand. It's a great British handmade Badger brush. Runs you about $60 or $70. It's a pretty high quality brush. Now, in terms of shave soaps, I like using Sterling soap right there. It's a family-run business out of Arkansas. If you've been on the forums, it's everywhere, and it's a mom and pop. But it's great. They make handmade soap. Now I used to use cream. This is another, oh, there you go. another popular starter cream, but it's not as thick or viscous as soap, so I personally like soap. Now, the cool thing about this company, I do want to make a little plug, and I'm not making money off of this, is that they will give you little pucks for like $2 that last you forever to sample. So this is almond cream and Almost Heaven, and I bought this like a few months back, and I have barely even touched any of these. The one I have in here is called Sharp Dressed Man. You can read the description of what it smells like, but I really like it. It's got this cologne kind of nice, fresh scent. Very professional. And I put a little soap, a little moisture in here, and what I do is just kind of, you know, you can see that little circular motion here and load up the brush. And these little tins are great because once you're done with this, you just put another puck in. I love it. And some people use bowls, they're a little heavy. I really like this tin, and you can get this for like a couple bucks or something from the same company, Sterling Soap. Okay, so you just want to load up the brush. Okay, work it up. Now some people like to build a nice lather here, but you can kind of see how much is picked up there, right? I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. Okay, you can see that. And you'll see a nice little consistent, they call it like yogurt consistency, so now it's ready to be loaded onto your face. So you can just work it into your beard. Now, if you feel like you didn't load enough soap, you can always go back, load up again. And this is what I consider the fun part of wet shaving, right? And if it's getting a little dry, you can add a little bit of water into it. And that gets you a little bit more. Not a lot. I don't want to put too much. Don't want to dilute it, but just a circular motion. You want to get a lot of air in it. It's kind of like making whipped cream almost. This soap that you're applying just adds a little bit more cushion. And I feel like that's pretty good right there. Some people really lather it. I've seen some tutorials where they just lather. You don't really need that much. Okay, you can paint it on a little bit. And because my beard's about 4 or 5 days, it's a little splotchy, so you'll see some of the texture. Okay, and you'll save that for later. Okay.